The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Now if you guys had been following my reviews for a few videos, you would have known that I admired the first Hunger Games movie. Really surprisingly, almost loved Catching Fire. And I was excited for this movie because it was directed by the same person. The first movie had a lot of shaky cam, which really unnerved a lot of viewers. But the second film was directed by Francis Lawrence. It was swift, it was fluid, and it was really well directed. And he is taking over the reins for Mockingjay Part 1. Which was really exciting for me. And this film continues the story of Katniss, played by Jennifer Lawrence, and a group of rebels who are going up against the evil capital that's been raiding over them with death and chaos and evil stuff for a long time. The way Catching Fire ended, you were like, yes, let's just see them just go against the capital. Yes. Suck. They're shitty people. Go kill them. Yes. So for Mockingjay, I was really pumped to see that happen. This movie is based off of one book, however. And it's being stretched into 2 movies, which is a trend nowadays. The Twilight films did it. The Harry Potter films did it. And now the Hunger Games movies are doing it. And even the Hobbit movies are doing it. 1 book for 3 movies. So I was really optimistic going into this movie. I wanted to like this movie. And unfortunately, this movie should have been called the extended trailer for Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. Now, I want to make one thing really clear for the Hunger Games fans out there and for the people who are fans of me who really wanted me to like this movie. This is not a terrible movie. This is not what I would call a bad movie. It is a movie, however, where nothing really of interest happens until the last 20 minutes or so. Like, imagine if the Mockingjay novel was a rubber band and you just took that rubber band and you kept stretching it and you kept stretching it and you kept stretching it. Eventually, it's going to break. They're trying to stretch the events of that book over 2 movies. And with this film, what it comes off as grasping for the tiniest little bits of details that don't really add anything to the movie-going experience, that really actually take away from it and make it kind of tough to get through because there really isn't much of any action in this movie at all. And you feel like, okay, am I about to watch the actual movie? And then it ends. In the first film, the shaky cam was so abhorrent and awful, I couldn't stand it. So it was great to see Francis Lawrence take the reins of the second one and make a much more smooth film. Unfortunately, in this one, some of the shaky cam is back. I don't know what the hell he was thinking when he decided he wanted to follow people running with a shaky handheld cam. Hasn't this series gotten enough flack for that? And didn't he fix that with Catching Fire? I'm really confused. Guys, I'm sure I'm coming off as hating this movie, but it is a well-acted movie. It does have potential, but it's filled with potentially awesome things that never reach their arc. And I was worried that I was like the only one that was feeling this way. But I would say like 5, 6, 7 people all came up to me and were like, I almost fell asleep. And that is a true statement because I nearly nodded off halfway through this movie. This is a really easy way to describe a not so great movie, but it's true. This movie was boring. I'm going to give The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 a C. It is a well-acted and good-looking movie, but nothing really of merit happens throughout the entire runtime. I'm sorry if I had to disappoint you guys in telling you this, unfortunately, but it happens from time to time. So the review is finished here. See you in other video if you want to watch other Hunger Games part. The link is in description and thank you so much for watching.